Okay, I just really felt compelled to come on here and say shoulda, coulda, woulda. There is literally always going to be a shoulda, coulda, woulda moment in your life, and I don't want you to focus on that, and here's why. Have you ever been doing something great and let's say you make a little mistake and then you say, I could have did better, or I should have did better, or I would have did better if such and such such, but you end up getting that opportunity or winning or just being successful in general and getting a really good result. In my opinion, Nothing Even Matters by Lauryn Hill. Those small details that you just think matter so much don't really matter at all. Think about 5 years ago in the morning at 10 a.m. What did you do after you woke up? What did you have for breakfast that day? Did you skip breakfast? Did you go straight to lunch? You can't even tell me. So that's proof right there that it does not matter. Those little things that we stress about, they don't matter. And here are 3 things that you can do in your day-to-day life to help you know that these little things just don't matter. Step 1, create yourself a routine. Now, I know that the word routine might trigger some folks because it feels like you have to stick to it, and that if you don't stick to it one day, that you're just like slacking or you're just not capable. And I just want to be real with you. As a content creator, as someone who graduated college and has her bachelor's degree, someone who was valedictorian in high school, no one has it perfectly together every single day of their life. And if they tell you they are, they're lying. That's just unrealistic. Think about it. When you look on social media, there's just everyone's highlights. You know what it looks like to mess up. You know what it looks like to be embarrassed. You know what it looks like to lose. We all feel those things. We all feel the same emotions. It's just about who hides them the best. I got that from my cousin Demetrius. He said that to me one day and that just stuck to me. I'm like, wow, that's really good advice. And also I was listening to a podcast and they said that most people, when they're on like a diet and they go like one day with like all their cheat foods and just eating junk foods and just spiraling, and then they're like, I can't do this anymore, I messed up, and then they just like kind of quit the diet. Like if you think about the New Year's resolution and how literally no one sticks to that, or you start it and then stop it, and then like midway through the year, we're like 6 months left in the year, let me pick up back on my resolution so it can seem like I've been consistent this whole time. That is actually literally like better than not doing it at all and spiraling for the next 6 months of the year. You get it? Say if you spiral on your diet and then tomorrow and the next day and the next day you hit the gym, you eat your vegetables, your produce, a balanced diet, and then you mess up again on like Saturday. That's okay because you pick up again for like the next 5 days, as in compared to messing up on Monday and messing up all the way to Saturday and to next Saturday. Which one is better? You tell me. Option A or option B? You cannot tell me that option A is not better than option B. Okay? So moral of the story here, consistency beats any failures that you have because you can just get up and literally do exponentially better instead of going downhill in a linear motion. The world literally revolves on this step. You want to get that down packed. Number 2, to realize that the small things do not matter. Stop seeking everyone else's validation. No one even knows the real you. You haven't even let anyone in your life know exactly every single thought that you're having. And if you did, hey, I'm wrong. Your own validation will mean more to you than anyone else's. And if you don't believe me, keep listening. When someone doesn't like something that you're doing or they hate your favorite show, Are you gonna listen to them in that moment? No, you're gonna be like, I don't care what you're thinking, or you're lame, your opinion doesn't matter, you have no taste. So why, when they hit it in your insecurities or your vulnerabilities, that you just believe them? Hey, I don't think you're very pretty. Keep that same energy as when they said they didn't like your favorite show. Are you gonna stop liking your favorite show just because they don't like your favorite show? No. So stop thinking you're less than just because someone else thinks you're less than. That's crazy. This is actually something that I'm working on right now. Your own validation means the world. And this goes hand in hand with number 3. Stop telling everyone your business. If you haven't told Sally and Jim your business, then there's no place for them to even place any type of positive or negative validation on you, because you kept it to yourself. And when you keep it to yourself, there's only room for your validation. And as someone who has codependent tendencies, when I go fulfill my personal missions without telling anyone, and then I have that win feels so much better to me than telling them beforehand and them shrugging off their shoulders. Oh, I said I was gonna go do this master's program. Oh, I got my degree. Oh, that's nice, cool. But did you see that one show? See, like, it gets brushed over, and then you're like, maybe I didn't do enough, I need to go harder. That's toxic, okay? You know that feeling I'm talking about, when you're super excited to tell someone something and their reaction just doesn't meet yours. That's what you get when you tell other people your business. Now, I'm not talking about your loved ones or your family or people that you just knew forever and that's just how you are. It still affects you deep down whether or not you told that person or not. You don't want to make it awkward by telling that person how that made you feel. You just take it, you just receive it, and then later on at night you're thinking about it. Oh, that person's so fake. Now you burned a bridge because you decided to tell your business. Now, hey, there's nothing wrong with burning bridges and removing people out of your life that don't serve you, but a lot of these things aren't worth it. You literally prolong your life through social ties. The stronger their social tie, the more likely you are to have a fulfilling life. We're gonna stop telling everyone our business so that we're more likely to seek intrinsic or self-validation. So the 3 things we talked about today. 1, nothing even matters, aka the little details that we think just matter so much and we blow them up and we get so emotional about, they don't matter as much as we think they do. Number 2, stop seeking external validation. And 3, stop spilling all of the beans. Okay? Things lose value the more, how do I say it? The more common something is, it loses its value. We want exclusivity. This channel is usually about fashion vlogs, lock videos. I used to do like wigs, but I got locks, so I can't do the wig videos anymore and things change. But yeah, that's kind of like a tangent based off our 3 topics today of the small details do not matter as much as you think they do. Stop seeking external validation, and to not tell everyone your business. This leads us into talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda. How many times have you told someone else your business and caught it venting and thinking you got a lot off your shoulders, and now you feel kind of weird because you're like, oh, I kind of betrayed this person by telling someone else about them. Or you didn't have a detail, and so now you overreacted, but you already vented about something that you changed your mind about, and then you're like, dang, I shouldn't have told that person. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But you did. You would have never got in that position if you did number 3 of this video, which is stop telling everyone your business. Like, it just all goes hand in hand. Like, you cannot tell me these 3 fundamental things don't do a big one in your life. Like, I know it does because I've been going through those things, okay? Like, and these things, like, don't just watch this video and say like, oh, you're speaking facts, I really needed this right now, or good motivation. Like, no, really think about it to yourself. Like, I used to hate journaling because it made me feel crazy. Like, who am I even talking to? Am I even gonna come back and read this? A lot of times, no. But it's important in that moment that I do read it. In like a year or two, I come back and read it and I'm like, whoa, I was in totally a different headspace. Like, just journal your thoughts so you can be in less of those shoulda, coulda, woulda moments. When we talk about like the little things that matter, I'm not talking about you shouldn't feel that way or don't let it faze you. I'm human too. Like, I'm super emotional. I know you probably are too, but you're putting on a nonchalant front. If you take those same feelings and emotions and circumstances and write them down, you can look at them and you can validate yourself and keep your business to yourself. And I trust that you're smart enough to differentiate the topics in which you should keep to yourself versus tell other people. I'm a venter. I love talking in my deep connections and letting them know how I feel and getting a sense of how they feel. But there are different levels for different topics. My only disclaimer is take my advice with a grain of salt. In no means am I the smartest person on earth. I'm far from it, okay? These things have just been sitting on my mind and I felt like someone out there is probably going through the same thing, and probably this advice would probably really help your situation out with what you're going through right now. If no one else have told you this, I see you. I'm literally looking in my viewfinder and I'm trying not to cringe on myself. Okay. Bruh. This might be a little bit personal, it's off topic, but do y'all like plants? I like plants. Oh, I'm rambling. I really hope that after watching this video, you're gonna take at least one of the 3 tips, hopefully all of them, and incorporate them in your life. And I really hope you see some improvements, because I know I've seen some improvements in mine by taking this advice myself. If you're interested in this topic or want more motivational videos, just let me know in the comments. Anything that you would like me to talk about, I could take a dive into it and do some research and then let you know what I found. You know, just keep living, take some walks, drink some cucumber water, get some sun, go see a loved one, hang out with some friends, read a book, or just take a nap. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. As you know, I love you all, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. Drop a comment. Do these 3 steps resonate with you? Have you tried them before? Or do you have a tip for me? Because I could take some advice. Life be lifing, okay? As always, see you next time.